The echo of a champion's final serve faded into silence on a windswept California cliffside, where Billie Jean King, the unbreakable force who shattered glass ceilings and court records alike, plummeted into the Pacific's churning abyss, 81 years of fire extinguished in one heart-stopping instant. At dawn on September 15, 2025, mere hours after headlining a women's rights gala in Santa Monica, her rented convertible teetered on the edge of Pacific Coast Highway's notorious Devil's Slide, tires locking in a desperate skid, guardrails snapping like a brittle net post. Witnesses froze as the Queen of Equality vanished over the precipice, her scream swallowed by waves crashing 300 feet below. Had the trailblazer who'd toppled Bobby Riggs and birthed the WTA met her end in a freak accident, or did shadows from her relentless fight against sport's underbelly pull her under? Grip tight, this plunge uncovers layers of legacy laced with lethal secrets that could rewrite tennis history. If that drop just yanked your heartstrings, smash subscribe now and lock in notifications for Tennis Insider, your front row seat to the game's rawest reckonings. From Long Beach baseliner to global icon, Billie's arc burned bright across decades, her 39 Grand Slams a testament to grit forged in the fires of inequality. Born in 1943 to a conservative family that swapped her softball glove for a $8 racket at 11, she devoured free lessons, turning raw talent into Wimbledon gold by 1966, her 6 singles crowns stacking like victories over the male-dominated establishment. The 1973 Battle of the Sexes, 90 million eyes on her dismantling Riggs 6-4, 6-3, 6-3, ignited the women's revolution, equal prize money at the U.S. Open her hard-won serve. Off-court, she founded the Women's Sports Foundation in 1974, mentored trailblazers like Serena, and came out as gay in 1981, her marriage to Ilana Kloss in 2018 a defiant love letter to authenticity. By 2025, at 81, Billie remained a whirlwind, coaching the Billie Jean King Cup squad, lobbying Congress for Title IX expansions, her voice a velvet thunder. That fateful gala night, she toasted allies under chandeliers, eyes sparkling with plans for a podcast series exposing pay gaps in emerging leagues. Equality isn't won, it's defended, she quipped, hugging Ilana before slipping out for a solo drive home, craving the ocean's rhythm to unwind. Fog rolled in thick as her convertible hugged the curves, radio humming Elton John's Philadelphia Freedom, her anthem. But then, a phantom swerve, brakes hissing in vain. Did fatigue from endless advocacy claim her, or something more sinister? As rescuers rappelled down, divers scouring foam-flecked rocks, a shattered phone surfaced, screen frozen on an encrypted message, they know about the files. Stop or else. The gasp echoed, who was they, and what buried truth had Billie unearthed in her final hours? Tennis Insider delivering the unvarnished volleys, hang on, the unraveling slices deeper. Divers breached the surf at midday, the sea reluctant to yield its prize, currents dragging like old grudges from the tour's golden age. Hours stretched into agony, helicopters thumping overhead, spotlights carving the cove where Billie's crumpled car wedged against jagged boulders, airbags bloomed like faded roses. Ilana arrived by chopper, face ashen, clutching Billie's worn Wilson racket from the '73 match, a talisman against the void. Rescuers hauled up the body at dusk, salt-crusted and serene, her signature headband askew but spirit unbroken in repose. Autopsy whispers leaked fast, no drugs, no alcohol, just catastrophic trauma from the 80 mph impact. Yet the coroner noted anomalies, faint bruises on her wrists, inconsistent with a solo crash, and that phone's message, now in FBI hands, hinting at coercion. Flashbacks gripped the world, Billie's 1970 Virginia Slims Tour launch, defying ATP boycotts, her 2009 Presidential Medal of Freedom, arm-linked with Obama's, quiet battles against homophobic sponsors that scarred her soul. Tributes flooded, Serena's tear-streaked Instagram, "You served us freedom," the WTA pausing tournaments, courts draped in black. But amid the grief, a jolt, leaked gala footage showed Billie arguing heatedly with a shadowy exec from a rival league, voice rising over stolen endorsements and rigged bids. Was her death a tragic slip on wet asphalt, or payback for files she'd compiled on corruption, doping cover-ups, gender discrimination lawsuits quashed by deep pockets? As Ilana sifted through Billie's desk, unearthing dog-eared journals of whispered threats, the plot thickened. Investigators traced the phone ping to a burner in Texas, tied to a disgraced agent Billie had blacklisted decades ago. Mourners gathered at the cliff, laying lilies and lobs of paper planes inscribed with "Fight On." But one diver's hushed report chilled, no suicide note, yet the car's passenger seatbelt unlatched, as if expecting company. Who rode shotgun in her last rally? In the vaults of Tennis Insider, we chase every unforced error. Your likes fuel the pursuit, so tap M if this grips you. State funeral at the renamed Billie Jean King National Tennis Center unfolded under gray September skies, 10,000-strong packing Arthur Ashe Stadium, eulogies weaving her triumphs into eternity. Ilana spoke first, voice steady as a topspin lob. She didn't fall, she soared, pushing us all higher. Presidents past and present lauded her, Biden decreeing a National Day of Equality in her name, while Venus Williams vowed to helm the foundation, vowing audits on every shadowy deal Billie flagged. The files, declassified in a posthumous torrent, exploded like a cannon serve, exposing a 1980s cartel of promoters who'd funneled millions to suppress women's events, rig own ties to gambling rings that nearly derailed her 73 win. Tennis quaked, ATP suspensions, WTA reforms, sponsors fleeing like defaulted returns. Yet in the quiet aftermath, as Ilana scattered ashes along the very cliffs that claimed her, a final surprise surfaced, a hidden USB in Billie's racket case, video timestamp days prior. There she stood, defiant in a mirror selfie. If you're watching this, they've silenced me. But the truth? It's game, set, match for justice. Tears blurred the frame as she named names, execs, ex-rivals, even a Federation mole, detailing a plot to discredit her latest exposé on AI-biased scouting algorithms favoring men. The video went viral, sparking global protests, courts rechristened in her honor from Melbourne to Paris. Billie's tragic plunge? Not an end, but ignition, a comet's tail lighting paths for generations. Ilana, remarrying her widow's resolve, launched the Billie Jean Legacy League, training underdogs in her image. As the sun dipped over the Pacific, whispers carried on the breeze, legends don't die, they default to eternal advantage. The sport she birthed evolved, fiercer, fairer, forever marked by her unyielding baseline. Tennis Insider signing off this tribute. Subscribe, drop your memories in comments. What did Billie mean to you? We'll keep the ball in play. Stay revolutionary.